how do you deal with loneliness on the spiritual path? I can tell you if you want. The way that you deal with loneliness on the spiritual path is realizing you have everything you need. You are there. That's all you need, man. Really, you'd rather be with yourself. But here's the thing, when you're on your own, the only problem is you just haven't been being with yourself. You've been like on your own, maybe like isolated or whatever. Yeah, because that's what happens. When you pursue truth, you become isolated. Most people are what you might call normies. Yeah, they're normal people. They live ordinary, mundane, kind of mediocre lives. But that's not for you. And so you isolate yourself. You spiritually develop. You start to awaken yourself. You start to contemplate. You start to raise your consciousness. But then maybe occasionally you feel a bit lonely. You feel like, fucking hell, there's no one else on this fucking path. Again, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. You've heard the universe is one. You've maybe experienced the universe is one. Yeah? You are that one. One. Not two. One. Oneness. You being one. You being alone. That is the truth. The truth is found when you are on your own. That's what you want. Being lonely is actually you just not stepping into your God self. Because your God self is totally cool with being alone. When you're lonely, you've got to realize you're actually in your ego. It's not a bad thing. It's just an observation. You have the connection there available within yourself, with yourself, yeah? But somehow you've lost it. Somehow you've created a story where you're lonely. Honestly, what I would do if I were you, drop the story that you're lonely. If your parents, family, friends go away and you're on your own for ages because you're doing this work, because you're isolating yourself, because you just happen to be on your own, you gotta understand what that is. That's a freaking opportunity for deep spiritual experience. What you'll probably find difficult, man, is that the boundary is so thin, such fine margins between being alone, in solitude, basking in yourself, being relaxed, versus, I kind of feel alone, I kind of feel isolated, is the disconnection. Loneliness is feeling disconnected. Not from others though, from yourself. Because you've proven to yourself you can feel one, connected, whole, when you're on your own, but you've got to be connected to yourself. Yeah, but that's kind of hard. Sometimes we actually find connection through others. We feel connected to ourselves again because we, are with others. This is the case for me, definitely. For me to feel good, a lot of the time I'll just go outside, I'll just say hi to people. I'll just walk around, I'll just see someone. So if you want to do that, if you need to do that for yourself, where you just need to be with other people to feel connected again, dude, definitely do that. Definitely be with people to get yourself back if you need that. But where we're headed is a place where you don't need to do that. It's where before you leave the door, you're already connected. And seeing other people is just seeing more God. You see God in every single person, every single form. You see the same consciousness within them. You see it in their eyes, you see it in their spirit, you see it in their energy. Even if they're some low, depressed, homeless drug addict, you see it in them. Or you see it in some radiant yogi. I mean, not that you have, I don't know, maybe you have yogis near you, maybe you don't, probably don't. But whoever, let's say you see someone spiritual or conscious, you see it in them, you see it in the homeless person. They are both God, yeah? The ultimate way you reduce your loneliness is by shedding loneliness altogether, because you realize you are alone, existentially, spiritually, yes, but you are one, you are connected. And you might think, connected, doesn't that kind of imply duality? Like one thing is connected to another? Connection, what is it? It's connection with yourself. It's always connection with yourself. You are the solution to your loneliness. You connect with yourself. You can be on your own or you can be with other people. It's the same thing. Because you've probably seen, you can be lonely with other people. You can be with fucking your family even. But you can still feel lonely. The truth is, you've got to be connected to yourself. That's how you do it. Do I recommend you be on your own a lot? It depends what you want. If you want spiritual growth, if you want increases in consciousness, you're going to be better off on your own. But if you want good mental health, good social health and well-being, just general health, in fact, yeah, definitely be around other people. But my challenge for you is, can you be connected to and with yourself even before you see them? So you're not getting your fix from them. You've already got your fix, which is just your connection with yourself through your meditation, through your felt experience of I am. Yeah. Go and hang out with other people, but give them that. Give them the gift that you've given yourself, which is love, which is connection, which is consciousness. Yeah? Because here's the trip. You think you're lonely, what about other people, man? Yeah? So once you fix your own loneliness, which again now we can just see as aloneness or solitude, now if you want to go and be with other people, you realize, dude, fucking everyone else is lonely. What the fuck? Yeah? So you're going to go over and you're going to love them because you are now whole. It's about helping other people. That's another root solution, ultimate fix to this problem of loneliness. Because when you help other people, what you'll notice is just your suffering, sometimes it just evaporates. Immediately, it's like, oh no, please don't worry about me. How can I help you? Are you okay? What can I do for you? Would you like to talk? Let's hang out for a few minutes. Let's talk about something cool. Yeah? Making it about someone else. And then final example, you might be like, dude, but I've done all this spiritual work. I've done all this awakening work. Now I'm very awake. And I realize I am existentially lonely. What does that mean? Like, wow, you say all this stuff, but what do I do now? Because I'm actually legitimately lonely and alone. And I know we've said that those aren't the same thing. But really, at this ultimate deep level, which by the way, most people just really won't go near, and that's okay. I don't recommend it for most. But what if you're like, dude, I've got to this point. What do I do now? Ultimately, what you do is you learn to love that. You learn to love the choice you've made. You've chosen to be awake. You've chosen to pursue truth and awaken to truth and become truth. That's your choice. And more than that, appreciate the design of reality. Appreciate the oneness of God. It's deep, I know. But it's the truth of the universe. You gotta put your ego aside. Surrender to this, man. Really love it. Love yourself as the creator. Love yourself as the designer. It's not for your ego, I promise you, man. It's for your higher self. And your higher self will see itself. It will relax. It will remember the truth. And dude, just honestly, relax and trust in what is true. Surrender to what is true. If the truth is ultimate existential loneliness, then relax and surrender to that. Love it. Because suffering, if you think about it, only actually comes from your ego. When you get to this point, your ego is not present. Yeah, it may come in flashes and glimpses and stuff. You got to anchor yourself in what's true. What is true? Care about truth more than anything. Okay, not necessarily. If you need to maintain your survival, maintain your survival. But care about truth a lot. We're going to wrap things up there. If you would like more help with this, I do offer one-to-one coaching and mentoring. If that is interesting to you, you can see the link in the description. You can book a free call with me. My friend, take care. Lots of love. And as always, man, peace.